Two Gays Watch a Movie!
With Arron Holman.
And Zacary Landalt.
I think that works. Hi, I'm Arron Holman.
And I'm your other host, Zacary Landalt.
And today we're watching
Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker was written and directed by Darren Stein and was inspired by the 1988 film Heathers and is often compared to it, particularly the plot involving a popular female clique, the use of bright pastels, and the accidental killing of one of its members.
Oops! When speaking about the film, director Stein has stated, "The Jawbreaker just came to represent the duality of the poppy sweetness of the girls of high school and of youth versus the whole idea that this thing could break your jaw." The film was released on February 19th, 1999 and was a critical and financial failure, although it has since gained a cult following.
It has a cult following with me. If we talk about like influential films as a child, as a young gaby, this is like top 5.
Oh yeah, this was one of the ones where I realized I was watching like a gay movie.
Oh yeah, like this is made for me. This is made for me. Yeah. Well, if it's been a while since you've seen Jawbreaker, we'll give you a quick rundown on the plot. We open on the morning of Liz Purr's 17th birthday. Liz is one of the most popular and beautiful students at Reagan High School. She's truly the cat's meow. But her birthday celebration starts off deadly when she chokes on a jawbreaker that's shoved down her throat during a birthday kidnapping performed by her 3 best friends, Julie, Marcy, and Courtney.
Oh my god. This is a joke, right? This is a total joke. Say it's a joke. It was supposed to be for fun. Oh my god. This isn't happening. Say this isn't happening. I just didn't want her to scream. Oh god. Oh god, Liz. I thought a jawbreaker would be funny.
You gagged her with a jawbreaker?
Julie tries to convince the girls to go to the police, but Courtney won't hear of it and instead calls into the school pretending to be Liz's mom, who is still out of town on vacation, and tells them that Liz is staying home sick. Courtney demands they all walk into school as if nothing is wrong.
The school principal, Miss Sherwood, asks Courtney to deliver Liz her homework after school. When they are late meeting her, she instead sends Fern Mayo, a shy but sweet nerd who is also slightly obsessed with Liz. She accidentally walks in on the girls attempting to stage Liz's body in a way that it implies that she died at the hands of a sexual assaulter. Also, fucked up plot point. Fucked up plot point.
Fucked up.
Fern attempts to leave, but the girls catch her, and Courtney buys her silence by accepting her into the clique.
There's nothing to hide, Fern. You're nothing. We're everything. You're the shadow. We're the sun. But I'm here to offer you something you never dared dream of. Something that you were never meant to be, but will be. Because today, Fern, my dear, fate has decided that you are cool. We're gonna make you one of us.
Though Julie tries to put a stop to it, Courtney and Marcy give Fern a makeover, transforming her from mousy and awkward to being hot and fierce. Julie, overwhelmed with guilt from her part in Liz's death, leaves the clique. Fern takes her place under a new name, Violet.
Soon after, a police detective named Vera Cruz starts interviewing the girls about the death of Liz, with Courtney spinning a set of lies into motion to move the eye of suspicion away from herself.
Liz had this craving. Craving for what?
For men. Strange men. No one knew. Not even Marcy or Julie. It was her thing. I respected that.
And what was her thing?
Sex.
Sex.
Yeah. With strangers.
Julie threatens to go to the police until Courtney says she will simply frame her for the murder if she dares to cross her. Julie later finds out that Courtney picked up a stranger at a dive bar and had sex with him in Liz's bed in order to frame him for the murder.
What have you done, Courtney? What have you done?
Just what I had to do, dear.
What? Destroy another life, Courtney?
Life's a bitch, then you die.
No, honey, you're the bitch.
Meanwhile, Violet gets drunk off power and popularity, quickly becoming head cheerleader and also becoming the lead in the school play. She also tries to steal Julie's new boyfriend, Zach, away from her. Courtney orders Violet to respect her place after she sees her own social status being eclipsed. Violet then vows to reveal the truth behind Liz's death if Courtney doesn't back off. Courtney then responds by publicly humiliating Violet and posts pictures of her old, awkward, burned self all over the school, destroying her image.
Burn mail! Burn fucking mail!
It's over, bitch.
Julie forgives Fern for being corrupted by Courtney, and they reconcile as friends, finally teaming up to take down Courtney.
On prom night, Julie is given a bag of items belonging to Liz from Liz's mother and discovers an old birthday card that includes a voice recorder, the same card she was playing with when the girls were covering up Liz's murder, and finds out that it accidentally recorded Courtney admitting her blame for the crime. Now armed with solid evidence, Julie teams up with Fern and Zach and they head to prom. While Courtney is announced prom queen, Zach sneaks backstage and hooks up the greeting card to the school sound system.
Thank you, everyone. I
killed Liz. I killed the teen dream. Deal with it. I killed Liz. I killed the teen dream. Deal with it.
What?
I killed Liz. I killed the teen dream. Deal with it.
What is going on here? I do not appreciate a prank at a time like this.
I killed Liz. I killed the teen dream. Deal with it.
Shocked and disgusted, her furious classmates berate and heckle her off the stage and out of the school, but not before Julie can snap a picture of Courtney, sealing this memory forever in the school yearbook. The film closes with Fern's words to Detective Vera Cruz earlier in the film.
This is high school, Detective Cruz. What is a friend, anyway?
And then it
Wow.
goes into, leave me right here, cause I don't wanna go.
The soundtrack was epic.
Let me tell you about the soundtrack. I had the soundtrack back
No,
in
you
the day.
didn't.
I wore this shit out. Oh my god. When I say I was obsessed with this movie, obsessed with this movie.
Nice. Was it a cassette?
That was a CD.
I don't know.
It was a CD. Was it an 8-track?
Was it?
Was it a record?
Wait. Was it a hieroglyphic?
Did you play it on your Victrola? With
We're
your
like
wooden
slowly
colostomy
disseminating.
bag?
We're turning into like Lady Bunny. Oh, girl.
Hey girl, was it a Victrola? No, it was
Oh.
a CD.
Well, that's
Thank you
cute.
very
That's
much.
cute. Love
And
it.
but I also had the VHS of this movie.
So
Which
see,
I-
look, a cassette tape. It's still a cassette.
I can tell you like what movies were on my shelf when I was in middle school. Like I can see them all in my head.
And this was one of the most important ones, right?
Oh yes, it was like right next to Spice World.
How many times have you seen this movie? And,
Oh my god. Oh,
when did it come into your life?
came into my life again. So I guess
womb?
I was 12. So I was 12. So like was still in middle school. I think I was just starting to really get into sexual things. So, there's lots of sex. I mean, it's nothing like super scandalous, but this movie has like, a little bit of sex in it. And also, like we said, this movie is made for, I think, the gays before anyone else. It is made by a gay man. So that is worth noting. I mean,
that does make a lot of sense.
I don't think you even needed to tell me because the gay DNA is just soaking up in this movie.
One of the moments that I always remembered was seeing Dane Sanders, played by Ethan Sanders.
Oh.
When he was without his clothes whenever they were like when he was having sex with Courtney.
Yeah.
My God.
Ugh.
Tell me what high school boy looks like that.
Tell me the moment I became gay, and I will play that scene for you. The first time I saw that, when she makes him suck on.
Oh, the popsicle.
Fuck. Oh my God. That at the time I was like, this is porn.
I was like, I didn't even know I like ASMR. Do it.
Jesus Christ. It's like, I really want to do it, Dean. The only problem is I've forgotten how.
Will you show me?
You should suck it and see or get the hell out. It just I didn't we all want to be Courtney Shane? My fucking God.
I just would die to be that confident.
Though actually, do you want to know who I wanted to be in this movie?
Who?
Fuck Courtney, fuck Liz, but I just wanted to be Violet.
I knew it. You would totally want to be Violet. Well, that's perfect, because whenever we get to the two gays acting, that will be appropriate.
I get to live my Violet fantasy, and that is
just
a wonderful.
And there's no one else in this movie I would rather be than Courtney.
Are Courtney.
Yeah, I fucking love Rose McGowan.
Oh, I mean, I was a big Rose McGowan fan as well.
Well, I mean, her character in this film, Courtney, I mean, it's what I've seen of Rose McGowan in live. You know, she's very confident, outspoken, in control.
Well, I remember just thinking, like, she's so evil, but you also just can't stop watching her. She's so campy, and she's such a like evil sociopathic bitch. Like, I don't know, I just love it. But the thing I loved about Violet, so here's why I want to be Violet, because Violet, her wardrobe in this, because okay, also I'm a big Judy Greer fan, and this movie is probably why. And I just remember thinking she looked so beautiful all parts of this movie. Like when they go outside and she's just like, I don't know, vibing on her car. Like she's not even dancing. And all the students are like, woo! And I'm like, what are they doing?
Yeah. And how
that's all I wanted to be in middle school. That's all I want to be in middle school. I wanted to be vibing on someone's car because I was in middle school, and just people thinking I looked cool as fuck.
All right. So this movie has been compared to a lot of other classics like it. You know, Heathers, Mean Girls.
Granted, Mean Girls was after. So I think it's safe to say that Mean Girls is compared to this.
Oh my God! Listen, time traveler. I don't know when I'm from.
Get out of your DeLorean, sir.
Look, I'm not a mathematician, so I don't know years either. I'm just dumb.
I'm an expert on being gay, not mathematics.
Yeah, I told you, I'm gay. I don't know things.
Now, here's the thing.
What?
I definitely understand the Heathers comparisons. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I think it's unfair. Like, no, of course I get it. It's a lot like Heathers. But I don't know. Here's the thing. Are you a big Heathers person? Like, have you watched it?
I am. I have.
See, do you want to hear something juicy and like naughty?
I've admitted things to you, so.
I've never seen Heather.
You've never seen.
Well, no, calm down. Now I have seen.
Flames.
Now I have seen a lot of clips from it. I've seen a lot of the pivotal scenes, but I've seen the movie be on TV, and I've watched maybe like 10-minute like segments of it, but I've somehow never seen it.
You know what's so funny about Heathers and Jawbreaker is the very fact that like Rose McGowan stars in this one and Shannon Doherty stars in the other one.
Right.
And, you know, it's kind of apples and oranges. It's like, who do you want? And for me,
right,
I know Shannon Doherty is a controversial figure to say the least.
Yeah, I love Shannon Doherty.
I do too. Heathers is a masterpiece, this film, while it was inspired by it, it's not the same movie in any way, shape, or form.
I don't think so either from what I've seen. Like, granted, I've not seen the whole thing.
No, it's really not the same movie at all. They're not going for the same, I don't even know, moral compass.
Yeah. Well, to me, it feels like this was made by a homosexual that was very influenced by Heathers. Like, he probably saw Heathers when he was in his development years as an artist.
Totally.
And I think this seeped into his subconscious, but I do feel like this is his own. I mean, yes, it's got some here's the thing. If people want to break down, like, this is similar to this because of this plot point, I'm like, well, a lot of movies are a lot like a lot of other movies. Like, a lot of your favorite movies are probably slightly ripped off from something else. I hate to say it. Like, The Lion King, it's like pretty much proven that it was ripping off a foreign cartoon, but people don't talk about that. So to me, I still love this, even if it is maybe heavily inspired by Heathers. And so I guess I would ultimately say Heathers is probably the more iconic movie overall. But I also loved this movie when I was a little gay child, so I could never just like totally shit on it.
No, absolutely not. I actually, personally, I've never seen the need to compare the two
Right.
movies like against each other. I
Yeah.
always thought that they were just complementary films to one
Yeah.
another. You
Like,
know,
yeah.
Heathers was fantastic. It's wonderful, but I identify a little more with what's happening in Jawbreaker. It's a little less of a fantasy world, a little less of a world that I couldn't be a part of.
Jawbreaker?
Yeah, no, Heathers.
Oh,
Heathers,
Heathers, yeah.
Heathers, yeah. Jawbreaker, something I loved about it is the costumes.
Oh my god.
That
You know what?
was brilliant to me.
Well, this whole movie, like, it's the kind of like high camp, gay camp that you just don't get much from Hollywood anymore, because this whole movie is ridiculous. Like, if you really stop and look at it, there's like even just like side characters in this movie are like practically drag performances. It's just everything is so pitched and so candy coated, and like, oh my god, when when they, do you remember the part where they're with the drama club and they're talking about Violet and they're like,
Yes.
I hear she's bi-coastal. He's like, we're just plain bi.
Bye.
Like, I know, hot, right? Like, just, it's all that level. Like, that's the deepest we go in this movie. Actually, the most uncomfortable points for this movie for me are when they try to get like emotionally serious with Julie once in a while. I'm like, guys, wrong movie.
Yeah, they do. I know
But
what
I
you're
also
talking
love
about.
it for the drama of it all. It's so like, like when she like comes out of the swimming pool and Liz is like soaking wet.
Also, that moment right there, I just have to say, nipples much?
Nipples.
Like, come on. They just said, are you willing to just get out of this pool, nipples ablazing?
Oh my god.
And Charlotte, Ayanna is the actress who played her. She just said, yeah, I'm here with my areolas.
My areolas. Well, speaking of Julie, this movie also was a pivotal moment for me with my intense love of Rebecca Gayheart, because Rebecca Gayheart, and now people might go, "Who the fuck you talking about? Who are
I
you, man?"
know, what a
But
shame.
what at this moment she had this, she had Urban Legend, she had
Epic.
Scream 2, like she was hopping. I thought she was gonna be like it. Now granted, I gotta be honest, rewatching this movie, it's not like her acting is the most like phenomenal acting in the world, but she's so beautiful. Like, oh
If
my
Julia
God.
Stiles can have a career, then like there is room for Rebecca Gayheart, and that's
If we
my
can
hot
make
take.
room for Julia Stiles,
If
we can make room for Rebecca
let's just say
Gayheart.
there's room for everybody.
Let's have them both. I also want to shout out Pam Grier as Vera Cruz, because what a bomb ass bitch.
She came in on fire for
On
her
fucking 10. Yeah, coming in out of 10.
Yeah.
When her
She
boots
said,
come like clanking down that hallway.
yeah, she's like, I'm here to interrogate, right? Let's interrogate.
And just like whips off her sunglasses. I'm Detective Vera Cruz.
She was so
she's
intense.
so cool. Yeah. I read something about Pam Grier. Apparently she always in her contract says she has to be in charge of her own hair. And apparently her hair in this movie was like 3 wigs pinned together.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she just wanted a lot of hair.
That's so interesting.
And, I gotta say, again,
what a weird thing.
of course this is fucking directed by a gay man, because everybody in this fucking movie is so like, you've got Carol Kane there as the principal, you've got Pam Grier as the police detective. Like, it's just come on, I can't even.
Mm-hmm. And how you were talking about like just everybody's doing kind of drag level performances,
My
like
God,
it's so
yes.
over the top. I saw that extend into like their clothing. The
Yeah.
outfit for Courtney that I keep thinking about, that
Oh.
it's iconic to me, is that red little sort of what is it? It's like a corset that she's wearing,
Yes.
with just like a little short skirt, but her titties are like pouring out the top of it.
Oh my God.
And I just love that. And that's what she was wearing when they were dumping the body.
Yes.
Like she was like, yeah, this is appropriate wear for this.
I always think of, there's this one look that where is she wearing? Oh, it's at the prom. The dress that I guess she's Fern again at the end. Can't she be Violet forever? With the dress that Fern wears to the prom at the end, that pink one.
Yes.
With her blonde hair like flipped down. Like, I think the most fun to do in this would be that role, because you get to play Fern, who's like a total nerd, like borderline just like
Like a
obsessed
hermit.
fucking obsessed with Liz when she does that whole monologue about the moles on her neck during class.
I once saw salmon swimming upstream on the back of her neck. It
The
was
bell would
so
ring and I would be
beautiful.
stuck with all these salmon
Like
swimming around in my
insane
head.
woman.
It's like, girl, stop talking so much. Oh, and I love Carol Kane. So anything with Carol Kane,
Her
I'm
voice
down
is
for
just
that.
so funny.
I love her. I love her. She was around a lot when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. She
Because,
was cast in a lot of things back in the day.
well, she's such a character actress. I remember I knew her from this, obviously, but I also had grown up with her. Oh, she was in this movie. I think this was her. It was called like Dad, the Angel, and Me, and it was like a weird Lifetime movie. And I think she was,
I've seen that.
oh my God, get out!
I have totally seen that, because
Get out.
that was one of the first times I remembered her face like in a
Mm.
movie, and I definitely remember it
Wowie.
being a bad film.
Oh no! Oh, it's so
It was
terrible.
bad, but it was one of those ones that, like, I don't know. I guess I was trying to be Christian at the time or something. Like that.
Oh, so, yeah. We been there.
trying to. I was watching Michael with John Travolta too. Is that?
I watched that a lot as a kid too. we had to watch all sorts of shit, like Touched by an Angel. Like, oh my God.
I'd
God
love to
loves
be
you.
touched by David Boreanaz.
David, I have to tell you something. God loves you. Like that little halo light. Oh my God, I can't even. But this is very not that. So, okay, so for you, what are some other favorite characters in the film that you want to highlight?
Hmm.
How about Marcy Fox, or known as Foxy to herself?
I fucking love Julie Benz, and anytime I see
right.
her appear in anything, I'm like ecstatic that she's there. She always gives me I don't know, it's like demure, powdery. So it was really good in this movie to see her also have a spine. Like to be
Does
a little
she?
bit of a bitch. To be a bit of a bitch.
Do you know who she is to me?
What?
She is this movie's Gretchen Wieners. Like, she is the Gretchen Wieners.
Yeah.
She will follow Courtney until the bitter end, until there's just nothing left to follow. Like, the last image of her is hiding under a table. I mean, like, oh God.
Well,
I'm in
I don't know.
so much trouble.
I've always enjoyed her. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, playing Darla, on Dexter, and in this, I'm thrilled. This was probably the start of her career, huh?
Oh, I mean, probably. I mean, I'm sure she has a couple little things, but this was probably her first big thing. Well, you know what's funny? I also love, and I know these things more now just from being older and knowing who people are, but all the little like side characters in this movie are also connected to other like pivotal like queer cinema or like horror cinema, because like you have the actor who played Kinnicky in Grease playing Foxy's dad, and then Liz's parents were both in the original Carrie. So just
Wow.
lots of like little stuff like that. Like I love just like
Going deep. I love
little
it.
sprinklings. Yeah. And just I just oh my god, like okay, what are some of your favorite lines from the movie or favorite scenes?
Well,
I could
hold
talk
on.
forever.
We have another we
Oh,
have another crazy little cameo in the
oh,
movie, which speaks to Rose McGowan and her
oh,
just like, her nature and being naughty.
yeah.
The stranger that we see interspersed having sex in the movie. That's Marilyn Manson, who was dating Rose McGowan at the time. Not
Yes.
surprising.
Yes.
But I
I
also thought
forgot
that
about
that
that.
added a really cool, I don't know, a little cool piece into the
Oh,
movie.
it's just another weird thing. It's like just like even that, like that could have been any guy in the world, but
Anybody.
the fact they were like, let's have it be Marilyn Manson, just like sticking his tongue out and being a weirdo. Like it's just I don't know. I just love the little details like that in this movie. That's what makes me
Oh,
love it so much.
oh, me too. Me too. Now, what was your
And
question?
oh, just like favorite moments, favorite lines. Like there's so much quotable
Oh,
dialogue from
okay.
this.
Some lines. One that I always say anytime I see somebody like eating a tuna fish sandwich. God, tuna much?
Too much?
Tuna much? Like Courtney being so disgusted
Oh,
that like
she's like,
Fern
what the
had a
fuck are
tuna
you
sandwich.
doing?
God, tuna much?
She's like, what are you doing? She's like,
How
"Well, my mom baked me a
disgusting.
sandwich."
Uh I
Don't get
live.
me wrong. We eat and we eat well.
Oh, also another Courtney, because again, I'm Courtney. So I
You're
feel like
Courtney.
Courtney's an Aries. So it's just one of the reasons
Oh,
I identify with her.
wow.
And
Coming for Aries.
I'm an Aries. And so
Oh.
that's the real tea, Christine. When she says I made you and I'm God, that's all you need to know. Oh my Lord. Anytime anybody's so grandiose to call themselves God, I'm just a little, wow.
I even just love when Fern walks in on them at the house when they're trying to cover up Liz's murder, and Courtney says, "I don't believe we've met. What with the cruel politics of high school and all."
Oh, I love that line. With the cruel politics of high school.
Oh my god.
Oh, you mean the fact that you're a bitch?
Oh my god. I
Oh, there's
just
also there's a unison line at one point where they say, learn it, live it, love it.
oh god. Also, it's a random one. Like it's just so stupid.
Hmm.
But like it's I always think of this exchange. It's between Courtney and Marcy when they're at the prom at the end, and Courtney sees Julie walk in with Fern and Zach, and she's like, "What a fucking tearjerker! Look, Mars, it's Terms of Endearment Part 3. Only this time the boyfriend's gay." And then Mars is like, "Yeah, and the rest of the cast sucks." It's just so stupid.
It's camp, like you said. It's camp. So it's just
Oh my
a
god.
good time. Oh, something else that I forgot to mention costume wise
Yeah.
that I'm obsessed with in this movie. The back of they have tights on. The back of their tights are lined. Like they all have like a line right down the middle of the back of their stockings.
Oh my
I'm
god.
obsessed.
Well, I read in the trivia, the costumes were designed by Vicky Barnett, and she drew a lot of inspiration from like 1950s era fashion trends, and she wanted to include like fetishistic elements with the candy coated
Oh,
sweetness of the colors. And so, because you think of those tights, those are like sexual
yeah,
tights.
they
There's something,
really
yeah.
were.
Oh, I love it.
Definitely not something that like the high school girls would be wearing. But I
No,
noticed right away.
I heard that he purposefully wanted the teenagers to not look really like high schoolers, the way that like in Greece, all the high schoolers are like obviously not high schoolers.
Hmm.
Just to give it like
Hmm.
another, I mean, honestly, another level of camp, if you ask me.
I fucking loved it. This movie's so good. Just to
Or even
feel
oh my god, do you know the goth? Do you remember the part with the goth girl where they're cracking open the eggs in class, and then Foxy opens up her egg, and then the girl's like, "Oh, cool, you got a stillborn."
Oh,
I do have some trivia if you want some trivia.
I need it. I need it.
I
I
need
need
it.
it.
Okay, apparently the director Darren Stein brought his script to Columbia TriStar, and they agreed to finance the film if he could cast either Natalie Portman, Kate Winslet, or Rose McGowan, and I guess we got Rose McGowan. But my God, what? First of all, who the fuck did he think Kate Winslet was gonna play?
Courtney?
Like what? Like I don't
Listen,
see.
hold on. Kate Winslet is amazing, and she
Oh
could
my
have
God.
done it.
Oh
But,
sure,
like,
it's
doesn't
just
mean
so
she
funny to
needed
be
to.
like Kate Winslet.
To like go to bat for it, be like, we're not financing it
Well, that's
unless Kate
funny.
Winslet's involved.
But I say that, and this is where it's like, another career could have been a thing. But like, when I think about it, she had just done Titanic, so she was only like 22. So she actually wasn't that old. I just think she's that old. I was like, oh, she couldn't have been this. Or God, fucking Natalie Portman. Oh my God.
That would have been crazy, but I think it would have really changed Natalie Portman's like career.
Changed. And I assume she probably would have been Julie.
Mm.
I don't see her being Courtney.
Honestly, I bet Natalie could have been up for Fern even. I would have looked at her for Fern myself.
Oh, I'd watch the fuck
Because
out
like
of that.
how fun to watch her like transform into Violet.
Oh yeah, because I think for her the fun would be watching her play Fern Mayo almost more than even Violet, because she's so like glamour puss all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas with Judy Greer, I think it was not that she is Fern Mayo, but I think I always saw her play nerds and stuff at this point in her career. And so the fact that she got to be like, I'm Violet, that was everything.
I love.
I also read that originally Julie was going to be played by 90s top actress Rachel Lee Cook, and then they eventually replaced her with Rebecca Gayheart. And I think that was a solid choice.
I do too. I love Rachel Lee Cook, but Rebecca Gayheart really nailed it.
She's it. I mean, and also I can't imagine this without her.
No, it wouldn't have been the same at all. It wouldn't have been near as fun.
Oh yeah, when Courtney's like, life's the bitch, then you die. And she's like, no, honey, you're the bitch. It's everything I want in a movie. You've got fucking pastels, hot costumes, a guy in his fucking underwear.
Oh, he looked good.
Hot as fuck. You've got campy women fighting with each other. I don't know. Maybe it says a lot about me, but this is like a lot of things I want. And yeah, not to like overplay the moment, but again, the fact that he gave the young gay boys of the world a scene where a girl is teaching her boyfriend how to give a blowjob, essentially, like, come on.
He was performing fellatio on that popsicle, and that popsicle should have been my penis.
She's like, I said I wanted to get into a little kink.
So nasty.
Well, do you have any last thoughts before we move on to the two gays acting segment?
No, just that I love it. I love it. I love this movie, and I wish that I could fit into some of those clothes. I wish I had lycra.
Yeah, I can only dream.
I wish like I had a lycra skirt at the very least, like a purple one.
So would you say her red leather is your favorite look from the movie?
Yeah, because it's the most iconic one to me. The fact you know what it is? Honestly, I can nail it right down to it's the shoes that they're all wearing when they go to dump the body, because they're all they have the red, they have the purple, they have the green in each of the three girls. And, it's the complete outfit, which kind of unassuming outfits. But what I love is the shoes. The shoes matched the exact same color. And they were all like little kicky little pump heels.
Oh, yeah.
And it just, for whatever reason, that detail right there, my favorite. The fact that the shoes matched so well in the pastel.
You know what else I remember really like not that I'm saying this movie was my life, because I wish my life was not that interesting. But I remember one part of this movie when I was in middle school going, oh, that's so real. That's so real. Is there's a scene where Julie calls Fern at her house, and she talks about how they used to have like sleepovers together when they were kids. And I remember thinking like, that is exactly what it is like growing up, because there are these people that you used to be so close with when you were younger. And then something happens when you shift from like middle school and then especially to high school. Like, I don't know, maybe you didn't experience this, but I would just see people just not talk to people anymore, and they just would never
for no reason
acknowledge it.
either.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't ever acknowledge it. You just wouldn't be friends with that person anymore. So
You're right. That was one of the first times I saw that high school scenario portrayed so accurately.
yeah,
You're
where it's
right.
like we used to be close friends. Like I've been
But
in
there's
your
no
house.
problem. We don't hate each other. In fact,
Yeah.
like, Fern will still walk up and say hi, and
I think Fern comes out of this the best because she still gets to be hot at the end.
Mhm.
Except now she's nice and hot.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is. I would know.
Ah! And with that, we're going to move into our Tuesdays acting segment. Our scene today is going to star Arron as Courtney, Zacary as Violet. And the scene that we will be performing is a wonderful little scene. I love it. It's towards the end of the film. It's once Violet has gone a little crazy with power and
Vibing on the car.
yeah, vibing on the car. Well,
Who the hell do you think you are, Angeline?
Well, Courtney decides that it's time for a reality check, takes this bitch to the bathroom and tells her what's what. What the fuck are you doing?
Exactly what you taught me.
I taught you to disrespect us?
You taught me to rule.
That's right. Rule, bitch. But don't forget who made you.
I'm sorry. Just sometimes I'm at the mercy of the crowd. I can't help it, Courtney. They love to hate me.
Don't fool yourself. Deep down, they know who you are. Fern.
I'm Violet.
You're whatever the fuck I want you to be.
Courtney. Pretty little Courtney, let's stop pretending, shall we? You once spoke of ammunition, if I'm correct, and I don't know why, but it really struck me. Over the last few weeks, it all came clear, and on a clear day, baby, you can see tomorrow.
Excuse me?
I've got the power. Her name's Liz, remember? Your bloated boo-boo.
I'll fucking shred you, you whore.
And I'll tell a secret.
Do tell, dear, but don't be surprised when they laugh in your face. Cruz has a suspect in custody. It ain't me.
I know the truth. I know what really happened, Courtney.
I made you, and I can break you just as easily.
Sure thing. Kill me like you did, Liz.
Oh, slut?
Slut? Love it. Oh my god. I can't.
I actually think that one is really good.
I think we should send that out to
I
producers.
know. I have some voiceover auditions that could be submitted for.
Excuse
oh my God.
me. Get those
That
jobs.
was awesome.
Mom.
I loved that. That was great.
And scene.
Oh, and so.
Oh my goodness. Have you fully lived your Courtney Shane fantasy?
Oh, my favorite line is, I'll fucking shred you, you whore. That's such a fun verb to have chosen.
See, my favorite line is you're whatever the fuck I want you to be.
Oh, she's so good. And Rose McGowan, applause to you, mama, because those lines, you meant it.
Do tell, dear. Be surprised they laugh in your face.
Oh my God. She was at a 10 with every one of her lines.
Fucking love it. I fucking love it. Well, Arron, it is time to do the thing we do at the end of every episode, which is when we measure the film on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the most straight, and 10 being the most gay.
Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie.
Or to put it into perspective, for this movie, 1 is a soggy tuna fish sandwich, and 10 is your boyfriend in his underwear sucking a fruity popsicle.
Oh my
God, that moment. Oh.
Yeah, okay.
We both. All right, Zach, I'm going to let you take this one. Just how gay of a movie are we dealing with when it comes to Jawbreaker?
Okay. You take the ladies, the fashion, the colors, the camp, the gay director,
oh shit,
the boyfriend on the bed in his underwear, sucking a popsicle. I'm going to give this thing a solid 10.
Oh, shit. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and backpack right on it. It is a 10 out of 10. This
Yeah.
movie was made for the gays to
10
consume.
out. Literally made by the gays for the gays. God bless you, Darren.
And we have
Star.
Rose McGowan in all her craziness. We have Julie Benz being epic. Oh,
I just love that they were like, you can do Natalie Portman, Kate Winslet, or Rose McGowan. He's like, Rose McGowan.
Rose McGowan. Which, by the way, out of the three, that was the right choice. When it comes down to it, for this film, I love the other two, but let's face it, Rose McGowan, you nailed it.
In terms of this movie, Rose McGowan is unstoppable.
Oh, 100%. She's just so mean, so acidic with her speech, and she's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
That poor
skin. She somehow knows how to deliver this script without making fun of it, but also performing the camp of it. Like, it's such a delicate tightrope she does.
You're so right. If someone else had done it, it could have easily been performance.
Like, she performs it like it's Shakespeare, but it's like, this camp.
So right.
Like,
you're so right. I
think that's why I love just everyone plays everything so earnest, and I just love it.
You're right. I think for me, what really made it gay, like you said, that gay director, we have the iconic, a moment where, young youth figured out that they were gay, that we have an iconic moment that they delivered to us in this film. It's an important piece of gay literature, I'd say.
Oh, I think this is a for me, it was a pivotal moment as a young gay person, because again, it's so many things that it was teaching me that I wanted to see more of. Like, I want to see more movies with like all ladies, like all the ladies. Because anyone who knows me knows I am much more interested in women than men. And so I love that all of the men in this movie are literal props. Like, Zach is literally there to be hot.
100%. He has no substance.
Anything. No. You know what else he looks like? He looks like a hot Ethan Hawke.
Oh, you're so right.
He's like Ethan Hawke, but like with a different smile, and he's washed his hair.
That's hot. I like it.
That's hot.
Listen, I have yes, living. I have been sliving.
Girl, can I tell you what I've been into this past week?
Yes.
I'm just gonna be honest with you, and listeners, you can take it or not. I have been dipping into Paris Hilton's pop album from oh my god, with Stars Are Blind.
Bitch,
of course.
I know that album. That album is
fierce. But the song I've been listening to is like, I want you, and I think you should know. I want you, and I can't
fierce. Fierce.
I just like, I've been into it. And so this movie was also just, so I'm sliving.
This movie is so gay. We are sliving. Anyway, we should probably wrap it up.
Yeah.
Zach, how about you hit him with our socials?
Oh my. Well, you can find me on social media at Zacary with no H. And where can they find your personal account?
I am at awholehuman on Instagram, Twitter, or Aaron Holman if you just want to find me. If you want to be real good,
find him.
Yeah, if you want to be real good, go to patreon.com/eye-to-eye podcast and support this podcast and all the other podcasts we are creating.
Find them. And you can follow the pod at 2 Gays Watch a Movie on Instagram and on Twitter at 2 Gays Watch. And we also have a Facebook page. Reach out, let us know any movies you would like us to do. We are always taking suggestions because we are so indecisive because we're overwhelmed with ideas. So
we have so many movies.
Please just lead us toward a movie and we will talk about it. We'll watch it.
And we might talk about it.
Oh yeah. Well, Aaron, I've had such a livingly good time today.
Shut the fuck up. I can't believe that's where we landed at the end of Jawbreaker.
Whatever.
So funny.
I think it's natural.
Well, listen, the name says it all. It'll break your jaw. That's all we've got to say. Bye.